Listen, we are here to talk about Married at First Sight. This is season 19. This is episodes 5 through 7, I believe. And of course, we'll touch on anything else as well. Y'all, we are trying out a new live platform. So, be patient with us as we try to figure this out. And hopefully, we are actually live at this point. Take, girl, let's
Girl,
say
we
we
live.
live.
We live. We're live for sure. Somewhere, some shape, form, or fashion. And I personally do apologize for the confusion, you guys. I apologize to my partner over here, EJ. I don't know what the hell's going on with that other social media, that other platform thing, that StreamYard thing is not being kind to me. But anyway, we are definitely here to talk about these crazy couples on Married at First Sight. Y'all, EJ got me watching this stuff. That's all I can say. I'm kind of hooked. I'm kind of hooked. So, yeah.
Girl. Girl, this thing say welcome to our live show. And I know I changed the title and everything. Whew, Lord, y'all, we gonna have to figure it out. So anyway, y'all, let's just get into it and let's just talk about Married at First Sight. First of all, if you've never watched Married at First Sight, this show follows 10 people, 5 couples. They literally get married at first sight. They don't get a chance to meet this person. They don't know anything about this person. They just go and they get married, y'all. And that's point blank and period. And then they learn about each other after the fact. And then after so many weeks, I think it's 8 weeks, they have to decide whether or not they want to stay married or not. Now, here's the thing. Tika say I introduced her to it, but I got introduced to it by Ashley from My Sweet Perspective. So shout out to her because she got me hooked on the show, and now I'm trying to get Tika hooked on the show. But yeah, listen, we're about to jump into these couples. We're going to talk about it couple by couple. Hey, 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 thank you for coming through. Appreciate you so much. Listen, y'all, again, Tika and I are on this new platform. We don't have a clue what we doing, y'all, but we are going to try to figure it. We're gonna try to figure it out. We're just gonna try not to push no buttons, and hopefully that will be the thing. But we're gonna talk about the first couple. Well, I guess I have to push a button for this. Just hope it don't mess up. Okay.
We got
Let's see
this.
if I can. Let's see if I can pull it up. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this first couple. We're gonna talk about. Let me put it in presentation mode so it look better. We're gonna talk about Rhonda and Pat. Okay, Rhonda and Pat. I mean, they're an interesting situation to be fair. And what were your first thoughts just over this particular couple, like just in general?
Okay, so I thought they were gonna be the wild card because when we see them after the wedding and after the during, like, right before the honeymoon or during the honeymoon, whatever it was, and they go and diving off in pools and everything and drinking and having a good old time. I was like, oh shoot, she done met her match. But then we see, yeah, he's not. They're definitely total opposites. She speaks her mind. He don't say too much. So yeah. Yeah, but I was like, maybe they'll make it. I don't know. Both of them, he was in his feelings. She was out of her feelings and out of her mind. Like, what the hell is going on? Some of these couples, y'all. Anyway, EJ, ciao, girl.
Listen, I said please bear with us. Is that how you spell bear? B-A, or is it bear? Like, how do you say bear? Like when you trying to
Close
say
enough. It's called close enough. It's called close enough.
girl, that part. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Pat and Rhonda, especially when we talk about episodes 5 through 7, Rhonda was really like on this "I'm right, you're wrong" type of situation. I'm just gonna call it what it was. I mean, seriously, yeah, Pat seems like this yes guy. He doesn't want to be wrong per se, or he doesn't want to like stir the pot. I guess we could say it like that. But when we first meet up with them, we have these earlier things of stuff that's going on with him where he's not completely listening to what she has to say, right? He's just she says something and he talks about himself, and or she'll say something and he doesn't give it any follow-up questions, just goes into but I da 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 da. And right from the jump, I was like, oh, Pat, he's into space, he's into all these things, and he really enjoys talking about him. Like, they have no problem talking with each other. They both love to talk. However, Rhonda didn't like the fact that she wasn't getting asked any questions. And we get back to this when we're in 5 through 7. They've already told each other, I love you and everything, girl. Like, what is happening here?
And in episodes 5 through 7, it's only been what, 2 to 3 weeks. where they've been together, married, then the honeymoon, and then after the honeymoon, it's the hotel party. Oh,
After the hotel part,
it's them moving into their own place together. Yeah, they and he's not asking a lot of questions, but then it's like it's a matter of communication. Like, how do I know what I should and shouldn't ask, and without you getting in your feelings? And he don't seem like a real big communicator to me. He's kind of like he kind of strikes me as being able to kind of march at his own beat of his own drum and just does whatever. And she's independent as well. But when it comes to the two of them trying to actually be married at first sight and actually make it work, they got to figure out how to communicate with each other. So I'm loving the back and forth between the two of them, because it's not gonna be perfect. Like, they literally just made each other.
Yeah, that's true. And I do think that they have potential when it's all said and done. I think that there's a possibility that maybe this could work out. But honestly, I don't know. At the end of the day, old girl says she don't want nobody living with her. Like, she's been by herself for like a lot of years at this point, and I can see that. Like, I don't know if I would necessarily want to, be an empty nester, and then I got to bring you into my space. And we also know that he's currently living with his mom, but I believe his mom might be ill or something. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I
Yeah,
didn't. I don't remember that part. But he stayed with his
right,
mom.
right.
I know that
Oh,
much.
well, he should be happy to. That's why he's so not so outspoken as he should be, not asking questions, because he kind of like content with, okay, maybe I can. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking
Girl.
about Pat. Yeah. Hey, Tamika. Listen, it's sorry, EJ. Yeah, Pat. I just don't get it. Like, it's like I can't really say who's right and who's wrong, but there's definitely a lot of they're both used to like doing things on their own and being on their own. Is Pat the one that was married 3 times?
No, I think that's the other dude. I think that's
Or Chad?
Chad.
Chad,
Chad that's
okay.
been married. Chad, boy, I can't wait to talk about Chad. Chad is something
Okay,
else.
okay.
No,
Okay.
but yeah, Pat. I don't know. I do think that I think Dr. Pia was the one who was talking to them, the expert. She does call her out a little bit, like, okay, Rhonda, you're saying you, because she did, like, Rhonda talks in this thing as if okay, like she been to therapy almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she missed some parts in therapy. Like, she missed a few parts in therapy, and so she's speaking to him almost like, okay, you this, but she's not recognizing any of the things that she's doing. And when it all comes down to it, Pat is scared. He's scared that he can't be honest. And she's also projecting a lot too, because
Yeah.
she's projecting her past relationships onto this relationship. They're going to have to get that part straight now before they could ever even think about moving forward. What I find interesting is that the older couples in this, I do think, have more potential to maybe make it if it is the right person. And I don't know how much Rhonda really wants anybody in her space, more so than um, just wanting to be able to hang out. Because she told him from the beginning, she was like, "Look, when we get home, I'm gonna need to go out on walks by myself. I'm gonna need to go do this by myself. In other words, you need to find something to do, sir, because this is not how this is gonna work." So I don't know, girl. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with having your personal space. But what I do remember about this couple is he just broke up with somebody 6 months ago,
Yep.
and now he's into this new marriage, and she been by herself for over 3 years, and so or hasn't dated anyone for over 3 years. So that's where they this is the big difference, and her concerns were, you literally just jumped out of a situation and now you're here. Like, she does not know how to process his actions. But for me, I think, Rhonda, it's not for you to process. He's there for a reason. He clearly wants love. You guys going to definitely have to do some communicating in order for you guys to be able to say you're going to stay together at the end of this whole process. But yeah, I like you, EJ said. Rhonda done been through some therapy, and she's also bringing her past trauma, her past from her relationships into this new situation. And I just feel like she's gonna have to let that stuff go.
Absolutely. Well, let's move on to the next couple because listen, at the end of the day, I think they probably less problematic than some of these other ones anyway. So, Josh and Jalen, okay, Josh and Jalen are coming off as cutesy. Oh, we about to be in this thing. Oh, this just might work. Like honestly, they're coming in pretty strong. Like it feels like they might just be really good for each other. But this couple got more red flags than I can count at this moment. First of all, something is wrong with Josh. Something is wrong with Josh. It has not come out yet, but something is wrong with this man. This man is not who he says he is. He is playing pretend right now for us. He is playing pretend in front of these cameras. I truly believe that. I think that Josh is a serial killer, low key. I'm just keeping it real. Something is wrong with him. Girl, he got some serial killer tendencies. I'm just saying. But go ahead.
I mean, only backstory on Josh is he's basically separated from his mother, who was in jail his entire life, and pretty much I think he said that she got out when he was like 8 years old or something like that, and he never really had a relationship. His mama is on some BS, and his father, who he just found out was his father, um, is finally coming around and being in his life. His father didn't know that he even existed, according to him. And he was raised by his grandmother. And he is giving cookie cutter, like, he's kind of perfect right now. Like, I don't, maybe this is probably why I'm not in a relationship because I don't see red. Maybe I find a relationship quick and let it go easy. But it's not, so far, I don't see anything. He's communicating. He's making her feel comfortable. He's making her feel cared for. He already said he loved her, and like I said, it's only been 3 weeks, y'all. But you know that they're connecting, and it could be more on an intimate level. Because every time I turn around, they doing the do. Like they don't have a problem acknowledging that they're doing the do. So their sex life will be perfect. But we're just seeing them moving in together too. So I don't know. EJ, she might have the red flags because she want the perfect relationship that her parents didn't have. Like she wanted she wants the hugs every day and the kisses because she never saw her dad and her mom be intimate or hug and kiss. They only hug the kids and not each other. So I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen the red flag yet, but I'm sure as it unfolds, we'll see some things. He might snap on it. He given he can snap now. I'm just saying.
Girl, he not only giving he can snap, he giving that he might lay hands. I'm just saying, I don't know.
Oh
Something is
wow.
not right with Josh. I'm telling you, I just can see it. There is something that is wrong with Josh because he is too doggone happy all the time. Always like it's like he is trying to present this idea of perfection, which leads me to believe that it doesn't we know that it doesn't exist. And then we get the prenup situation,
Posting up.
right? Post nup, yeah. The post nup. Oh, that's right, because it is after. I forgot they got married. The post nup situation, right? And I feel like Jalen, of course, is gonna think about this, and which I do feel like she should think about it a little bit. Her mom made some good points, right? But I do think that there's a way to have a post nup and for it to fit both parties, right? For it to fit him and for it to fit her. Like they could add things in it, like in case we have children, XYZ. Like there are ways to have a post nup and to make it work. I think that Josh kind of had the conversation and Jalen is just like, okay, like I don't want your money. I'm just I want to make my own money. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like she just wants to please so much that she's not really thinking about this whole thing. Now, like again, like I'm not against post nups. I'm just against a person getting caught in a situation and not having a plan B because there could be a real thing where he doesn't want her to go to work after she gives birth to children or whatever because he makes so much money. But then what happens if the relationship dissolves? Do you really want to be starting over from scratch? There just has to be some type of provisions that can be in there to protect you in the case you do have children, or this is something that's long term, or you do, or something happens, like not just throw it off the table like right from the jump, right? I don't know. I just think Jalen is just saying yes, but in her mind, she doesn't really agree or fully establish what it really means. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of see it differently though, EJ. I just felt like she was really agreeing to it because she was saying, "Look, I don't want to be a stuck at home type of mom. I don't want to have to depend on my husband's income." So I'm hoping that she stands true to what she's saying and not just being complicit with everything that he's saying. Like she really believes, these thoughts, and posting up is absolutely necessary. Like y'all don't know each other. Again, like you said, EJ, what if they start off having babies and he all of a sudden decides that, hey, I don't want you to go to work, and then that creates a problem. She loses her identity, like as to who she really was before this whole situation. So, I hope Jalen ain't being, just being complicit just to be complicit. I hope she actually is, paying attention and wanting to do what, do that posting up, because she has a little money herself. She ain't just like some regular chick. She's that realtor. She does the cycling classes and stuff. So she can make she has potential to make a lot of money herself. So because he could come back and be like, okay, well, I'm accustomed to this certain lifestyle, and she got to pay me $10,000 per month. You know how it goes. So hopefully she's really, really into what the truth. She really wants this whole posting up as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens with it. Um, but again, something ain't right with Josh, and I think we're gonna get to see some of those. I think we're gonna get to see what it really is at a later point. I really do believe that Jalen is really super happy-go-lucky and just really a person that wants non-confrontation and that will acclimate to. But I do think that she can also go off if you push her. Like I feel like she got that little fiery spot in her as well. So I don't know. At this point, I still need to see them a little bit more before I officially say they ain't gonna make it. Cause I'll be real quick to be like, no, they not gonna make it. This couple is not going to make it. But we gonna see though. On this one, to be fair, if there was anybody that I would think that could make it, that would have a possibility to make it, if you're just looking at it for what it is and not looking at it like me, looking at all the little things that's not being said,
Right.
they have potential. But yeah. Oh, Megan and Derek. Megan and Derek. Girl, thoughts?
Derek, walk away. She messed up. He messed up. Walk away. This girl had the audacity, y'all, after 3 weeks of them being married, to say, she felt like Derek should just automatically know to walk her dog. That is not his dog, first of all. That is your dog. Zoe is your dog. So why are you getting this man and getting upset because he doesn't know that he's supposed to walk your dog? It's a lot of, you talking about red flags. This couple right here has red flags written all over them. And I thought Megan's mama was gonna be the reason why their relationship didn't work, but doggone it, I think it's gonna be Zoe. Because why is Zoe sleeping in the bed with us? Like, why is Zoe in the bed with us while we humping? I'm just asking. Like, it's just too much. It's too much. Yeah, red flags all over the place.
I agree with you 100%. Something is weird about that whole situation. I mean, I don't have pets, so I can't really like 100% say what people do with their pets and things like that. I just think that that would be hella weird. I don't necessarily think that I would want to sleep in the bed with my pet. But again, I'm not a pet owner, so I don't know how attached one can grow to said pet. But I don't like dog hair, so I don't know, and I'm allergic to it too. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes me all like so I don't know. So I don't want to be too judgmental about it, but I do think it was very weird for Megan to automatically think that Derek should just automatically start walking your dog. Like, ma'am, you have to communicate this. Like, if that's what you would like for him to do, like, hey, do you mind walking the dog? Are you open to doing this? I 100% agree with him. Like, don't just assume that that is what I'm going to do. Like, ask me if that is what I can do, or can I do this sometimes, not just, oh, you're gonna walk my dog for me and you're gonna do all the things. Girl, first of all, I gotta get up early in the morning to do that. It might be cold outside, it might not be. Like, it's a lot of factors into if I'm gonna walk your dog. And why are you so gung-ho to make me want to walk this dog all of a sudden? Like, no, like, no, no. Hey, Shayna, like, just no.
Hey,
No
Shannon.
to all of these. Like, and Megan comes off so, like, she has these walls built up. Not only does she have these walls built up, but she also is very, feels like she's always being attacked. Like, when he asked that one question when they were back on their honeymoon, when they were out on the little paddleboard things,
Mm-hmm.
and she just like felt like she was about to start crying and all these things. I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? What is wrong? Like, what did he do? And I was like, Derek, this is not gonna work. Now, Derek did irritate me when he asked her again about the kids. Sir, her eggs are frozen. Clearly she wants kids. Like, don't be out here listening to your friend. Like, now that part I was like, come on now. If her eggs are frozen, that means that somewhere she thought, I might just want to have kids. Don't nobody just be out here freezing their eggs. That stuff is not cheap, sir. Like, ain't nobody just doing this just to be doing it. I don't know. I honestly don't think this couple is gonna make it, but I do think that with all, they made it very, they made a note to mention that they're having a lot of sex. This couple gonna be the one that's gonna end up pregnant. Watch.
And most likely, but I know also she was saying about her eggs being frozen, but he wants a certain amount of kids. And she was saying, I don't want but one because of the pain. So that's where their conflict is. Who wants, like, he wants a house full of kids basically, but she doesn't want that. She's only willing right now just for the one. So for me, that's why he's asking that question. But I'm like, Derek, y'all did have the conversation already. Why would you go and talk to your friend and then come back and have this conversation again with her? Like, you could have gave us some time. Like, give us some time. Actually make it. Like, actually make it in the relationship. Like, before you go and talk about having all these babies. And then there was another moment where she was at the party where they were at this, the whole family or the whole group party where the women went to one party and the men went to another party. And
Mm.
everybody's just, confiding in each other and talking about all the things and, everything that's going on within their relationships. And Megan was just sitting there like, oh, yeah, we're good. Oh, yeah, we're good. And then 30 minutes later, get back to their apartment. So what did you say? Oh, I told them everything. According to Derek, I told them everything. Basically, don't be going and telling nobody our business. Stop confirming. Stop having conversations with everybody else about our relationships. Talk to me. So she giving me controlling, and I could be way off about Megan, but she's giving me I need control over everything. That's
Well,
just
you
me.
met her mama, girl, and I like
Yes,
her mama,
yes.
but she does strike me as the type as it really needs to be my way, or it's not going to be any other way. And then just to kind of piggyback on this kid thing, yeah, I do get that he wants a ton of kids. I just felt like he didn't. When he came back to her with it, he didn't say it exactly like that. He didn't
Yeah.
say he wasn't specific about the number. He made it seem like just kids in general. Like, we already had this conversation, sir. So if you want to be specific, be specific. Like, listen, I want multiple kids. I need to know where you are in that particular aspect of it. Like you need to be very, like, everything about Megan says you got to be very specific with her, because stuff is gonna go left,
Yep.
and it
I
did
agree.
go left. It went
Yeah.
all the way left, and I don't see them making it. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think this is gonna work.
And I don't see it either because every time they get into an argument, she walks away. Like she goes into the room, hide like a little puppy, then come back out. Or either he'll go in there and they yelling at each other. So, yeah, I don't see them being happily, or excuse me, remaining married at first sight. They definitely need to just run for the hills right now. Oh, these
Yeah.
two. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Now these two jokers right here, like they started out one way, but then they ended up in another space. I have so many thoughts as it relates to Brittany and Will, and gosh, oh, let me see. Where do I start with these two? Okay, so first of all, Will gives me, I am going to try to say, like, Will gives me, I'm on TV and I'm going to try to make sure I say everything right. And I am not going to say anything. He is not going to be any kitschy from last season. I know you didn't watch last season, but he is definitely not going to be any kitschy. He said, nope, I'm going to go about this in a different way. So nothing feels real about this, about his conversations, right? And I understand people all need to be loved a different way, right? People have different ways that they show affection and things like that. But in my mind, I kept thinking, bro, it sounds like she just want to be and everything will be fine at this point. That's what I said to myself at one point when they were having this thing. I was like, dude, just go in there and just blow her back out and just call it a day, because what are we doing, sir? Like, what is happening here? Um, it's just funny because on last season we did have Ikichi who wouldn't sleep with MM, but that was because he wasn't really attracted to her. And then we get with this couple that did sleep together, but then because of some incident, I'm guessing maybe they didn't use a condom or a condom broke. I don't know what the heck happened. This is just what I'm alluding to happen, right? And then he becomes scared, right? And it's like, yeah, we just probably not gonna do this no more. And then she feels unwanted and rejected. And then he also is very, very, oh, what's the word I'm looking at? Looking for. Will is not, I don't know if he laugh, jokes, or whatever the case is. Will is very, I'll figure out the word that I'm looking for because I don't want it to be the incorrect word. They just don't really seem compatible. It don't even seem like yin and yang with them, because yin and yang is sometimes good. This just seems like we are on two different roads. Like Brittany is over, she's like that person that's trying to be like super affectionate, wanting all of this affection. Will don't, Will kind of what? See, he confuses me, girl. Like I can't figure him out, and that's what's irritating me because I don't think we're getting the real him, and that is my problem. Is I don't think we're ever gonna get who he really, really is, and why we keep having these bumps that we're having. I don't know. What you think, cause
And we probably won't get who Will really is, because every time he speaks his mind or speaks up, she gets in her feelings. She snaps. She gets you. Oh, you don't want to touch me now. Oh, you don't want to have sex with me. Well, girl, we're not trying to get pregnant already. Like, calm down. Let us get to know one another first of all. We already, yeah, we're married and we're having marital sex, but I don't want to have a baby like right away. Like, let's get to really know each other. Who wants to deal with a bitter baby mama for the next 18 plus years if this whole situation doesn't work out? And then when he tries to speak up, speak his mind, and say it in a gentle way, it's not enough for her. Just like when they went to visit her house or go to pack up all her stuff out of her house, which she did not need all of that stuff, but she took it anyway. But when they went there, she was, looking for him to hype him up. Good job, you got a house. Good job. I see you don't need me. Like, it's given. She was looking for some type of approval from him. Yeah, girl, you got your own house at 29. Kudos, congratulations. But he may have his own things going on. So why does he need to hype you up? Hype yourself up, Brittany. And yeah, I definitely don't see them rocking out. I'm surprised they made it this far after that little whole. I just want to be touched. Girl, sit your behind down somewhere, please. Brittany.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to be indifferent on this one because honestly, I see Will as the problem. I think Brittany has her little quirks, but I see where Brittany is coming from in some of these instances. I'm telling you, his answers are very cookie cutter and they're very surface level. He's not going deep in about anything. If I ask you how you want to be loved, you should have an answer for that, not it's okay, or whatever you think is whatever you is fine. Like that's not an answer. It's like you're not even trying to give me anything to work with. Something is that's not communicating. And just because you're saying it in a kind and soft way, that don't mean nothing. You're still not giving me any answers. Like I'm asking you, I'm trying to get to know you. I'm saying like, how do you like to receive love? Like, do you like this or do you like that? Well, but you're still not giving me an answer. You're just everything is just okay. Like, oh, it's okay. Like I was like, boy, if you say it's okay one more damn time, stop saying it's okay. It's not okay. Clearly, this is not okay. And I just feel like it's a communication problem. And yes, she comes off as a little bit spoiled, and you can tell that her communication style is more, that her love style is more affirmations and it's not access. She don't want you to do nothing for it. It's not acts of service, but it is more affirmations and more like touching. And his may just be a little bit different. And I don't think they're ever gonna get to that if you don't answer some questions. Like it's simple. She asked that man how he liked, like what did he desire in his wife, right? Like what did he want in his wife? And he didn't feel the need to answer that. And I just feel like if you answered that and it was like, hey, okay, like I like this, like I like acts of service, or I like to be, I like when people like, I like it when you rub my hand a lot or something, meaning that you like touch or whatever, or affection or whatever, or intimacy without being intimate. Like it's like it's simple. Just talk. But dude is not talking. But I feel like now that they are back in the bed again, um, you know, I don't know. I feel like Brittany is okay for right now, but I do think that the problem never left. The problem, there's a big problem, and I don't know how the experts put these two together. I don't know how they thought that these two together was a good match. I don't see them as a good match at all. Like you can also tell, like remember when Will has that conversation with her parents about religion? Did you
Mm-hmm.
notice what was happening
Yep.
there?
Yep.
This is not a good match. The experts suck.
And he may not even know what he wants in a woman, but then sometimes, or in a wife, I should say, but sometimes you can't tell people what you want in a relationship. I hope I can say this clearly. You don't tell people what you want because then they're gonna put on the act. They're only gonna give you the certain things that you want because they think that that's what you want. But if you give them, you kind of just get to know them, and then you can kind of give them the certain things. Like they right now in the house, they're getting along really well, but I think that's because he went and left her for a week and went to well, went to work, and she was calling him every day. Oh, you look so sexy. Oh, you look so handsome. Yeah, he's not saying all of the things, but like I said, I think that the reason he isn't as open as he could be is because the one time he told the truth about the whole sexual thing. And I don't think we should keep doing this, because he was trying to protect her. Like, girl, is you popping pills? Like, are you taking pills to, prevent any pregnancies that could possibly happen while we're, in this whole mode? But at least give us 6 weeks, and then you can get pregnant, but not yet.
I don't, but here's the thing with them too. I don't think it was what he said. I was thinking it was the way in which he said it. Notice how Will talks about everything. Everything is very scientific with him, and everything is very, and it is or not. There's not really gray areas, and I get that because he sounds like he's someone who doesn't believe in a lot of things. Like anytime somebody doesn't necessarily believe in religion, that tells me a lot. And there's nothing wrong with not believing in religion, but it also tells me like how you perceive things, right? You're going to see things as, you're going to question a lot of things, and you're going to see things as this or that, not necessarily like especially, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just different. It's a different thought process, and I'm okay with that thought process. But I think it was what he said and not, and how he presented it. I think in that moment, Brittany just wanted to feel like she wasn't the issue, like she wasn't the problem, or like he was ashamed of what they just did. Like because it very much gave that, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, or like something was wrong, when he could have just been more loving and caring about it. I mean, he already got the act on, like he already been saying things in these calm, nice ways. But the thing is that you have to do more than just say things in a calm, nice way. Sometimes people just want reassurance that, okay, like everything is everything, like he's always saying everything is okay, but sometimes you just need to have that reassurance that, okay, it's not me, or it wasn't this, but, and that's protecting someone. And I think sometimes women just want to be protected, and Will did the opposite of that. He just had a moment and he took the opposite route instead of this one. And also, remember when she leaves, he doesn't even go after her, because in his mind she left, so she must want to be alone. It gives me, I don't know how to say it. It just, because I don't think that's always the case. Sometimes people do want to be alone, but sometimes people do want to know that you care enough to maybe come check on them. But Will was like, well, she left, so she must not want to be checked on. But also,
Exactly.
I think that also comes with some people. When you be by yourself for so long, you might just think that way. But I do think that there's gonna have to be a middle ground with this. They're not going to make it like this. They're not gonna make it with me being upset. And if I truly don't want you around, or if I truly need a minute, I'm probably gonna say I need a minute. But if I really don't want that minute and I just walk away, I think I would expect my husband to at least come and ask me, are you okay? And then maybe I can say, I just can't talk about it right now, but we'll talk about it later, or something, or just care enough to follow me and just check on me, and not just be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to sleep. Sort of like how what's the name did on Whatchamajooty, went to sleep and his wife outside in the doggone car. That's crazy to me. Like, I just don't get it. I just, Will and Brittany are on two different pages, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna root for them, because I'm always gonna root for. I want everybody to make it. I do, but if it's just blatant that they don't need to be together, it's just blatant. And right now, I'm still filling them out, so I think we gotta give it a little more time,
Yeah,
because I don't
she's
know.
got to stop treating him like he can read her mind and say how she feels and not be aggressive in the way that she says it. I
Oh, don't
think
use
I
that word. Don't do that.
yes,
Don't do that.
yes, aggressive. Be unaggressive. Like she's just there's a way that they can communicate. He can't read her mind, so if he's not accustomed to um somebody just if he's used to people just walking out and it's like it's probably like a sense of normalcy for him. But if she say, "Hey, I'm in a mood. I need to take a walk." Okay, cool. Well, what's going on? Do we need to talk before you take this walk, or do we need to talk when you get back? I'm gonna give you time to be to yourself. Let you do what you're gonna do. Come back. We had this conversation, but we're not gonna go to bed upset, angry, whatever the case may be with each other.
And that's the conversation that didn't happen. That's the whole
Yeah.
point. Like, none of that happened. He just kind of let her walk away in that moment. And plus, I mean, you gotta think about it. You don't even like. I don't know. I just thought it was very weird. But I also think, but I also think that at the same time, when it comes to just, I don't know. I just think people have to have some common things, and I think that this religion thing is, for me, if she's religious and he's not, that's already gonna be an issue. I just don't know how the experts got this wrong. I just think that they got it wrong, but I don't want to count them out just yet. I'm gonna keep going. I don't have no high hopes for none of these people. I'm just keeping it real, but I'm gonna try to hold out a little bit longer. We gonna see. It's just a lot we could talk about with this couple. It's
Yeah,
so
they
much.
had the most already.
Absolutely. Chad and Belinda. Another walking red flag for me is that Chad wants to. He definitely is a giver, right? Chad loves to buy things, and he thinks that this is the way that he shows his. I'm not saying thinks. Let me say this is the way that he shows his affection and shows how he cares about something, by buying them things. There was a moment where we had the thing with the camera, he's trying to tell her how he feels, and the person is like, tell her, da, da, da. And he's like, listen, give me a chance to say how it was. I honestly wasn't mad at him. But what I see in this couple, Tika, is I see that she's going to be highly sensitive, and he is going to be one of those people that are just going to, she's just going to be sensitive to things, and he's not, is what it's all
Right.
going to boil down to. And I do think that that's going to be a problem. Like, that's going to be their problem when it's all said and done. I think this is the one who was married several times. I think there's a reason why
Yeah.
you were married so many times. There's something, but I just don't know exactly what it is just yet. But that was the one thing that I noticed so far.
Yeah. Yeah. So far, I mean, I was like, okay, like he already bought the ring because he was locked in. Whether it's for 3 years or 6 years or 12 years, he is locked in. He bought her an actual brand new ring, versus the little band that everybody else is wearing. He's definitely a giver, but he's also spending time with her. Like he's taking her to the bow and arrow place. Like he's doing things with her. He's doing things with her children, like the family. Like they had crawfish. Like how you got a bond over crawfish? Um, he's doing all the things. She's very sensitive, but because just like Jalen, and by the way, for those of y'all who haven't watched episodes 5 through 7, this is Belinda is Jalen's mother. So Jalen is the other couple with Josh. Jalen and Josh are the other couple. So this is her mother, Belinda, and so she is super sensitive, but she also expressed how there was no real affection in the relationship in her previous marriage. And so, now she has somebody that's kind of showing all the things. He has a dry sense of humor. Some of the ish that he says is not that funny, but for him, it's just funny as hell. Like he thinks that he is the best comedian on the earth, but he's not really that funny. But they're connected. They're connected in some shape, form, or fashion. I'm rooting for them. I'm actually rooting for them. I hope that even if they have an argument, that they'll be able to, bounce back from it. Because I believe, listen, she 50, 40 something, 50 some years old, and the possibility of making it, maybe she'll be that one out of the other three that will change, hopefully, that will change Chad and whatever is going on with Chad. The only thing I seen though, EJ, like you said, was when he snapped on the producer who was asking the question. He literally snapped like, pump your brakes. I'll answer in a minute."
And I wasn't
He
even
was
mad
there.
at that because why you all up in this conversation? This is supposed to be non-scripted. Now sit down somewhere. Like I wasn't even mad at him. Like I'm trying to get it out. I'm already stumbling over my doggone words. You see, this is difficult for me, and yet you keep talking. Hush. But
Right.
and he wasn't even mean about it. That's what was so funny about it. I was like, oh, he wasn't really that mean about it. But the fact that she saw it as being mean, I said, oh, she's gonna be very sensitive. And if he says anything that feels like, because you see, he has a boisterous type, like it's like it comes from deep down inside. It's kind of rough, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so I think that if he does, like when they do have their arguments or whatever, I think that they're definitely it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. Like I don't know about this couple either. It don't even feel. I don't feel like they're really in like with each other. Like I really don't. Okay, let me phrase it. I don't feel like she really likes him as much as he likes her. I think she's just going along with it because she's so nice and she wants it to work. Like I don't really think that she like him like that, but I don't know. That's just that's where I'm at up to episode 7. You know, that's where I'm at. Sorry, Belinda. I want y'all to work, but I don't think you like that man.
I
But
think she
he,
liked him. She just gonna take her time with him. She can't. I feel like she can't just jump into it too fast. And I mean, hell, they already married, but she can't jump all the way in on the deep end and then his true self come out like that. For her, that in her mind, that anger or that extra assertiveness that he gave to the producer was somewhat triggering for her. Something, caused her to kind of shut down when he did that because her whole demeanor changed when she saw him, react that way. So I don't know. Chad, I hope you're getting therapy. Other than what the pastor and Paya bringing over that.
Oh
What's her
Lord.
name? Paya,
Pia.
Pia. I hope you're getting that therapy, bro, and listening and actually listening.
Mm, I guess, girl. I don't know. But anyway, I mean, honestly, I think we talked about all the couples. I think we talked about all the couples. Those were some of my thoughts as far as these couples are concerned, guys. Thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with us. Our original live stream messed up, guys, so we weren't able to use it, and we had to try this new streaming thing out. I don't even know if it uh, let you guys know exactly what we were talking about or anything. So we apologize. We're gonna try to see if we can figure it out, and so that we can make sure that we bring you the best live streams that we can. This was actually our first live stream on our new collab channel, TDT Talk That Talk. We did stream it out to all of our channels. So thank everybody for coming through. The TV Junkies, the Ruthless Addicts, the TDT crew. We appreciate each and every one of you for coming through. Let us know, based off of this week's episodes, will any of these couples actually make it? Who do you have high hopes for? Who do you think will actually make it? And who do you think, it's just it's going to be over and done with. Let us know in the comments. I also put some posts up as well, asking you guys who did you think were going to make it and giving you some options. Please make sure to go ahead and head over to those posts and let us know what you think about it. We actually do have Thank you so much, Shayna. We actually do have a lot of things coming up. We are going to be talking about the Talamasca on tomorrow. So if you're watching the Talamasca, then please make sure to join the live stream for that. We're going to be talking about House of Dynamite. It is a movie that's on Netflix. We're gonna be talking about that. It's been number one and number two for the last week or so over on
Yep.
Netflix. So we definitely gonna give that one a try. And we have some reaction videos that's gonna be coming out. So make sure to check those out. Hopefully we can have those out by Wednesday. We've been looking at It Meet Dairy. What is it called? Welcome to Dairy. Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Dairy.
Dairy. Oh my God.
we've been
Oh
talking about
my God.
we've been we've been watching that, so we're gonna try to get those out for you guys. And then on Thursday we're gonna be talking about All Is Fair, the new Kim Kardashian, Niecy Nash, Tiana Taylor, Sarah Paulson. We're gonna be talking about that, so we hope you guys will come out and hang out with us. And we don't have any fancy outros today, so we just finna get up out of here. But thank you guys again, and we will talk to y'all later. Peace.
Peace.